Okay, so everything should be working. Let's see here. So, the noise you just heard, if you're watching this on YouTube or whatever, that's I wanted to mess around with this uh VST that I have called uh I can't even pronounce it, and I'm no tech aficionado, and I mean I couldn't tell you, oh, what's a flanger effect. I'll just be like, oh, it's that one thing that you can make like those sick drum and bass patterns with, where it goes like woo. Oh, what's chorus? Oh, that's like two things in one. Or it's like I explain everything in like layman's terms, but I have this VST effect that is sort of like a delay, but it's all like glitchy, and it sounds so cool. I got this really sick effect out of it for one of my songs for the new album. And wait, let me just play. I'm just gonna mess around with the effects, and it's probably gonna get like really loud. So I'm gonna see. I got the master there, so I'll just turn that down if something bad happens. Let's see here. See, I mean, I couldn't tell you what was going on there other than I was messing around with the. I messed up at the end. I turned up the feedback, so it suddenly got really loud, so it started echoing really fast. I didn't mean to do that, but um, yeah, I'm gonna have to mess around with that during the song, because what you can do is you can mess around with the stereo separation in one of the delays, and it just becomes a giant mess, and I love it. I've been wanting to use that more in my music, like just weird sounds like that that sound really, really kind of off. Because the easier you make your music to listen to, the cheesier it kind of becomes if it just becomes like the way I see it with music is that when you give the listener exactly what they want, they'll come out of it with just whatever they just got. So there's not really anything for them to uncover. That's how I see it. It's like when you watch a movie and everything goes along with whatever the fan wants. So it's just fan service. So it becomes, oh, this character doesn't die, or this character, oh, lives happily ever after. But what keeps people coming back is the drama and the stuff that goes wrong. So basically, what I'm saying here is that music, in my opinion, is a lot more fun when the artist does something that they don't expect them to do, or just kind of mess around like that. I mean, I'm not trying to say, oh, I'm better, but that's just how I think. I think that uh, a lot of my favorite music does that, where they might introduce something that might be a bit that throws you off at first, but during the second listen, it'll start clicking. And I like music you can go back to, and you can just keep uncovering new things about it. That's my favorite kind of music. That's uh, that's one of the things I like about Orbital is that I'm not the biggest Orbital fan, but um, I like when I hear one of their tracks, and I'm like, okay, I like this, and then they throw in an instrument that I don't expect at all. I'm like, what is that sound? And during the first listen, it'll throw me off, and I'll be like, why did they introduce that? And then during the second listen, it will all kind of come together, and that's sort of what I've been doing with Insides. That's a good album, but I don't know if I'd say that's the best Orbital album to start with. It's kind of It's kind of difficult, to be honest. It's a good dance album, I guess, but when you sit down and listen to it, you know, it on a first listen, it sounds very, very different from what you might be used to. But then you have songs like I don't know how to pronounce it, and that track's like really psychedelic, and it just sounds really cool. It's a very different sounding album, but I really like it. So basically, what I've been saying here is that I like listening to music that challenges the listener's perception of what they're going in and expecting, but giving them something that might be you might have to work to like in a way. Because people who do that aren't concerned with making millions of dolans. So it's like an artist integrity thing. But, you know, you can just go on and on about that. But that's like 6 minutes I'll never get back in my life. Anyways, the stream, yeah, everything's working, so I'm not talking to nobody. But today I was gonna do more Thief, and I figured out what I did wrong. I figured it out. So there was this problem during the last part of the stream where I couldn't get the gamma correct. The reason for that was that one of the things in the cam underscore ext file, one of the configuration files, there was a semicolon in front of one of the options, and that made it so I couldn't adjust the gamma. Now I'm not sure why that's there, because I do remember me being able to adjust the gamma. So I guess something messed around with the file. Now, you know, just you wait. I'm going to open the game, and the same thing's going to happen. So I'm going to have to probably mess around with the file even more. You know, knowing me and technology. So, yeah. Let's see here. Now, everything should be fine volume-wise. I say while I take off my headset. Just, there we go. No, this is fine. There we go. No, this is fine. That actually did sound pretty good, because I know that the cutscenes and like the menu are way louder than the actual game. I don't know. I don't know if that's something I messed around with, but it just strikes me like, you know, like that. I'm just kind of adjusting the chat so I can see it a bit better. Yeah, so well, the last stream was kind of funny. We did 3 missions in one go. I was super happy with that, because also another thing I'm gonna adjust before it drives me insane. You're gonna see it now. I had way too much of the screen zoomed in. There we go. So I had the game zoomed in. God, that's how you know you're professionals, when you can't even see the entire game. So you should be able to see the game now. In terms of gamma, see, it actually works. Now we had it like down here or something. You can't see this. If you're on a mobile device and you have low brightness, doesn't work. So we're gonna actually be doing like up here. And you know, you can say, oh, it ruins the atmosphere or whatever, but this game doesn't really have any dynamic lighting. I know 2 has the flares, but you know, that's like Half-Life lighting almost. So, you know, it's better to have the brightness up, because this game doesn't really take advantage of the whole light and dark thing like other games do. So I think playing this game with higher gamma, you still pretty much get the same experience. It doesn't become like scarier by playing at a lower gamma, in my opinion. In my opinion. I don't know why I keep remembering that one that one fan submitted comment, or no, that one comment that they read up on Red Letter Media that spell opinion with 2 P's. I don't know. I'm easily amused. That's the problem. I'm just gonna keep annoying everyone on Twitter. Oh, come on, check out my stream. I'm very lonely. It'll work. I promise you. So, yeah, we'll have that down there. Stop recording, stop streaming. Okay, everything should pretty much be fine. I'll have the desktop audio down there, so you can just kind of get an idea Live chat. Okay. Now, the thing that's driving me up the wall is that Discord isn't, like, displaying my thing. How do I don't know. I guess that's just how it works. Oh yeah, I'm not using YouTube Gaming. I still don't use YouTube Gaming. It never struck me as something that I really ever wanted to use. But, so in the last episode, we did Lord Bafford's Manor, which is like, you know, the rich guy. We stole his scepter. Crag's Left, we rescued Basso, who's a friend of ours, and we tried to rescue Cuddy, who was our fence, but he died. We then discovered a map that led us to the Bone Hoard, where we got this Horn of Quintus, which is like this ancient artifact. And now, well, you know, don't it's spoiling. Actually, all of those spoil the game, so have fun with that. But it's not like we came here to not get spoiled. But yeah, so we're gonna go and do some shopping. So yeah, I'd like. Oh,
that shot was meant for me.
Yes, I'm sure it was Garrett in the window. He's dead. Let's head back now.
These creeps are gonna lead me right back to whoever sent them to kill me. But only if I can tail them without them noticing me.
So basically, as soon as you start this mission, you just want to grab everything you have here. And make sure not to double right-click too much, because if you do that, you'll set off one of the flash bombs if you pick it up as your auto-equip on. Now, the one thing with playing with higher gamma is that I'm not used to these shadows being so bright. I'm used to them being a bit darker. Now, you know, as Garrett made it obvious, you know, we just gotta tail these guys. And I like this mission because, you know, everything that you expect in this game is already kind of happening. I mean, oh, I heard the mines are haunted, you know, and then zombies, and then, you know, the Bone Hoard. Oh, I better be careful, and, you know, those Burricks show up. Also, moss arrows right here, because, you know, you don't want to alert them. Because if they hear you, they'll look for you. They act like every other guard in the game. And sometimes they'll look back. I'm pretty sure there's some guards patrolling, and they won't care. They won't care about your you running around, I think. So it's like the first mission. I was like, God, the frame rate is is being weird again. Fogging weather, sky detail. Oh yeah, sky detail was the problem. Also, goal notification is on now, so that should work. If it doesn't, then it's another setting in our thing that's obviously not working very well. Yeah. Go. Now, luckily, the frame rate thing doesn't bother the stream too much. Like, if you watch it, you can't tell the difference. The eye doesn't actually see a difference between 60 and 30 FPS. Did you know, gaming? There are actually people who think that, but you know, those are console plebeians who've never played a 60 FPS game because they have console. No. Got one game that just drives me up the wall is Nuclear Throne. Pretty good game, even though it like regurgitates a lot of like roguelike tropes. And doesn't really do it very well. It's still a pretty fun game, but I swear the thing that'll screw you up more than anything in that game is the frame rate. Also, I don't remember them taking this path. This is a higher difficulty thing, right? Because I'm playing on expert. Or did I'm pretty sure I'm playing on expert. Yeah, it's expert. Why are they taking this path? Is it random? Very, very strange. But yeah, that game runs at 30 FPS, and it's done in Game Maker, so you can obviously tell they didn't really have much they obviously fall into the trap of, they made the game at 30 FPS and they didn't know how to change it back. and I asked Smedis about this because he does stuff in Construct, and I asked him, you know, what's the deal with like hyperlight drifting games like that? Who, you know, they're in 30 FPS when they really should be 60, considering, you know, how precise they are. And he told me it all has to do with room speed, where people set it at 30 and not realize what that actually meant. So the game runs at 30 FPS, and they can't change it back because they're too late in development. They've done all the animations and everything, and that sucks because those are games that have great ideas. And, you know, I have my other problems with Hyperlight Drifting, you know, the whole fact that it's sort of like this super hard game. But I don't know, I'm not really a fan of those kind of games that their entire selling point is that they're just hard, you know, like they take 5 million years to beat, which is why I like NetHack. But NetHack did that thing before it was cool. You'll become familiar with this part later on, trust me. So, God, it's still running really poorly.
I feel like we're being followed.
Did he didn't see me. I guess that was just like alert notification. He got a message. He got an SMS. Just a mess, that's what they say in Sweden. So I guess the guards do patrol the streets, and if they see there, it'll be like, oh, it's Garrett, we gotta catch him. But I usually never come across guards in this section. That's very important. And very important. So. Yeah, you know, Nuclear Throne is it's a strange game. I really want to like it. It has its charm, but it just strikes me as very like, you know, it's a roguelike indie game from like 2014, 15. It's all right, but it feels like it missed the party. I mean, at that point, Binding of Isaac was already out. Pretty sure Gungeon was already out. And judging from what I've seen of Gungeon, and I don't want to say too many things about Gungeon because I haven't played it, but...
So, these are Ramirez's boys. I think it's time I dealt with Mr. Ramirez once and for all.
God, that was booming. Doong doong. Yeah, it just seems like... It just seems like Nuclear Throne doesn't really nail the action part very well, and it doesn't nail the roguelike aspect very well either, because... the hidden areas in that game, to get to them is absurdly hard, and they aren't like branches. They're not like interesting branches like in Spelunky, where, oh, you can go to the haunted castle and go up against the Black Knight to get like this shield that's super good, but you might not actually want to get it because it might be a huge risk, or, you know, the black market while you messed up like the shopkeeper, stuff like that. Paying attention to that kind of stuff can make it run interesting, but I don't know. I don't think it was an interesting game.
Yeah, he's tapping you. Where are they gonna put the poor saps they grabbed?
Dunno. Toss them into a well or something. Anyhow, they just don't have enough guys no more.
Kinda sad. Used to be the power. Now they're just a bunch of guys wishing for the old days.
As soon as they're done talking, they gotta start whistling again. So I'm gonna quick save right here, and I'm gonna load the quick save and hope to God that it gets better. What's with the frame rate? There we go. Now, obviously, this was all a setup. You know, we went shopping, and some Ramirez dude, and then he came into play before because he was mentioned in the first mission in that like investment book thing. So obviously he's a bit of a problem. Now I'm gonna be honest, this mission during my playthrough for the channel where I was like recording footage, this mission went so horribly. It was probably my worst mission. Now it's not really that bad, but you know, I'll mess it up somehow. Now you can go through the front doors, and there'll be guards pacing around. Now you can go through the front door, and there should be a guard that you can knock out, and that should be fine. But it's very, very risky. You can go in from the sides too, but there are archers on the second floor. I'm actually going to try and go in from the front. I'm just waiting for somebody to pace around the corner because in this mission, this is the first mission where you get the lockpicks. Now, if you or me, please hotkey these because I use Z for the triangle and then C for the square, because Z, more often than not, the triangle one is used more for like the start of. I'll show you how you unlock something. It's really simple. There's no minigame or anything. I use V for flash bomb and then B for compass. Oh, never mind. What? Why can I not? Oh, you just open. They didn't even lock the front door. Oh my god. I was actually expecting to do some unlocking, but I'm actually going to make this a little bit simpler. So I'm just going to knock him out and hide him in like a corner. Just make it a little bit easier for me. So they were talking about the Hammerites, and they were talking about how they're just a bunch of guys wishing for the old days. And, you know, they kind of are. I mean, they believe in, like, craftsmanship and all this stuff. When the world's kind of moved beyond that, and it's just interesting to see, like, the different NPCs talking about, like, you know, the different people. Might as well use these water arrows right here. No, you didn't see anything. Now, there are some guards going around. Now, I'm gonna move him because there's an alarm right there. And not only that, but there is also a group of guards that like going back and forth over there. Now, one thing I actually do appreciate about Deadly Shadows, I mean, among other things, I think Deadly Shadows is a good game. One of the things it does is that if you take too many, for example, if there's a bunch of gold stuff, or you open a chest and a guard comes in, he will look around, and unless you make a noise, he will think that he won't get too suspicious. But because of that, you got to play a bit more strategically in that game. Now, yeah.
Why me?
The boss thinks his nasties don't get enough affection. You'll be down there rubbing their tummies.
I'll quit first. See if I don't.
So, Ramirez has some interesting pets that they gotta take care of. Now, one trick in this game, I don't know if it's intentional, but if you lean against the door, you can hear behind it.
I thought Quince and Jacko were on watch tonight.
The boss sent them on a special errand. Some fellow he wants dead. A thief. Name of Garrett.
I've heard of him. Garrett. No one to be trifled with. That's what I heard.
Not anymore if he's had a visit from those two.
Yeah, we'll see about that. We gotta knock one of those out and like hide him in the attic. Oh, here. Can we do this? No, oh, there's another one. So we got a key. Oh, it's the basement. Yeah, that's the key we actually do need in this mission. Generally in this game, you don't actually need to collect keys. They just make it a bit easier to unlock doors, obviously. Now, there's a guy who's going to be in here. And I really just want to show him. Oh, he hasn't come back yet. Boys, while I appreciate your enthusiasm, I must point out that breaking legs is really rather inefficient. If we wish our clients to be able to pursue their rather active lives in order to immediately repay their debts, I encourage your initiative in this area. Perhaps you might take a lesson from the gardener and his hedge clippers who trims off one branch while leaving the rest to grow. And most of our clients do start with fingers to spare. Now, he's going to come back. And we're gonna hide up here. I think he comes back in here, but I don't want to risk opening a chest while he comes in and goes like arr! And there's a secret up here. You can get to the second floor super easy by here, and there's nobody in here. It's a library, and it's on the second floor. Now, oh, I didn't even consider. Yeah, this is the entire map. But yeah, this is the second way to get in. If you go out into the backyard, you can climb up here with the rope arrow, and it's actually a pretty good way of getting in. But I like taking the way we did because it's a little bit more risky. Living on the edge of tomorrow, live and learn. I don't know if I want to risk it. He could come in any second and just give us a jump. I might do the first floor later because the first floor is actually more difficult than the second. Now, I'm not gonna be too I'm not gonna be too careful here because door's locked. Nobody's gonna come in. Now, the one thing I am gonna do is I'm gonna unlock this door because, God, I sound like a 2010 Let's Player. I'm gonna do this and then I'm gonna do that. You need this as an escape route because you saw the thing. There was like a river, and it's the moat to this castle. Basically, you just jump in here, and there should be an underground passage, and you come out near that little pier place we were at, and that will just make your life way easier because it's the easiest escape from this place once you accidentally set off the alarm, which I have done once or twice.
Enjoy it while it lasts, friend. His fatness will be back soon to make our lives miserable again.
Where is he then? I haven't seen him tonight.
Down in the cellar again, counting his loot. I hope he stays down there all night.
I never liked that actor, the male servant. I don't know, I haven't seen him. It just sounds so stupid. I mean, I wouldn't say the voice acting in this game is amazing, but then again, it's not very dramatic, and it doesn't really need to be. I just think he sounds so. Ugh! No, don't kill! No, don't hurt me! I don't know. It's hilarious, but at the same time, he is kind of charming though. Some money. How much did we need? So, time to show Ramirez who the real criminal mastermind is. Break into his mansion and takes what he values most, his wealth. The purse from his belt should make the point. Loot the mansion for valuables. So, 2,000, a poker, and what's a silver fire poker? Is that for like chimneys or something? The purse from his belt. So we gotta find Ramirez himself, and that's the most brutal part of this mission because basically what you gotta do is you gotta sneak up to him while he's like in the basement, steal his crap. So usually what I do is I just knock him out, just to teach him a lesson. Master Ramirez, I beg your attention. Well, as you say, there is most certainly a breach in Dreckboon Pit. My subordinates informed me that this is due to the encroach of hammer patrols among the patrons, and that my immediate Dreckboon controller, Ginny, has been unable to deal with the problem. Should this qualify as full breach, I must regretfully insist that the breach is on Ginny's part and not mine. Recall our previous conversation about untapped sources. Well, you find any presented on going into the wall section. Walking evil, but you know how they hammer her. So 10 to 1 gets all sorts of property. No. Yeah, that will come into play later too. Basically, if they mention anything in the story, it comes into play somehow, which makes this game feel very dense in terms of ideas. Like everything comes into play somehow. Like I said, second floor first floor is kind of, like I said, kind of dense. I'm actually gonna go in here and check if he's back, because if he's back, I think he'll hang around down here. If we hear a hack or a cough, then we know he's here. No. I don't know. I'll do that room later. I just remember I had the misfortune of going in there, stealing from whatever the chest was, and him walking back in. That was my memory in a way. Now, I think the servant will be in one of these rooms. It's in here. No, this room is safe. It's that room you gotta watch out for. Now you don't have to worry about candles because you can just right-click them and that should do the trick. Wow, this very lucrative room. We got like a bunch of money from that. there's a ton of secrets in this game, and I still don't know about probably half of them. There is one really, really big secret in this game, and it's exclusive to this game, not Dark Project. So remember, Gold has 3 extra missions, and it's sort of like a director's cut. Not even director's cut. It's like a same game but slightly better. That was a good item. Now I'm gonna put out that torch. It's a little bit uncomfortable. Now obviously the only way to put out like an electric light source is to actually find, you know, a light switch. Now in this game I don't think they're very common. If there's an electric light you probably can't turn it off. Is there a... Ooh. Yeah, there's some stuff down there, but like I said, I'm gonna wait with the first floor because I think the first floor is way more difficult. There's patrols, and there's also the barracks, which you don't want to walk through. Now, these rooms, this, I don't even know where we are. Where are we? Yeah, the second floor. So, I was wondering where though, but this part's kind of difficult because there's a guard patrol that goes around, and you can usually avoid them because if they don't show up, then they're obviously on the other side of the house. I don't know if they go to the first floor as well. Not exactly sure about that, but it's a possibility. They're obviously on the other side of the... I don't know, I'll do that. You need this as an escape route because... yeah, just checking the volume. I'm just gonna keep doing that. Yeah, good idea. Good idea. Yeah, okay, enough interruptions. Yeah, something was in there. I guess. Yeah, it was loot. There's not really. Why is there a vase? There's a vase on the floor. Good place to put a vase because you totally won't step on that. I'm just gonna check. No. Okay. I think I hear footsteps, but they're not here. Fruit. Oh my god, they were... Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, no. They were right there. I'm just... right inside. Oh. They just... Man, we got lucky. Oh. That's good. Lord Ramirez, the reinforced walls of steel door have been duly installed about your counting room, but I must warn you that we cannot guarantee them against Burrick tunneling. If you do not move the creatures out of the basement into a more distant area, we cannot be held responsible for the potential damages. 12 camera concerns. So, it was implied, but yeah, Ramirez has some pet Burricks in his basement, which it's like the one Florida guy who had a pet alligator. It's like I mean, I don't know why I always liked this kind of, you know, weird pet animals like, you know, pet porcupines and stuff. I don't know, porcupines are cute though. That's the big difference, is that, you know, they can quill you, but you can remove quills. You can't reattach a leg once an alligator twists it off. But then again, you know, they don't actually go, you know, from what I can gather, they're not exactly into human meat. Now, I'm not sure how anyone is supposed to find this. So I just remembered, you get, there you go. The fire poker is actually a hidden item. Not sure how anyone is supposed to find that. Seems very, very odd. I'm not really a big fan of like, oh, you need to find the secret. That's something Deadly Shadows did. You gotta find at least 3 secrets, and it's like that's so. That doesn't really make any sense, you know. Obviously, it makes sense for Garrett to get, oh, I need 2,000 gold, and you can say, oh, well, he needs to pay his landlord because he talks about that. But what's with the secrets? Does he have a fetish that we don't understand? That's the one thing I don't get about this game, is that it's like, or Deadly Shadows, is that it expects you to look for secrets, but I think secrets should be something that you just stumble upon. It shouldn't be like something you force upon the player. Yeah, you get a lot of gold in this mission. I'm gonna lock another balcony door because you never know with this mission. But then again, this isn't exactly the. Ooh, there's something in there. Do I want to risk it? Because getting back in isn't going to be very easy. I gotta jump. Wait a second. No, this is possible. I could put a moss arrow right there. And yeah, okay, shoot. Yeah, okay, that wasn't a good moss arrow. But if I fall, I could just go up on the second floor. I'll do that later. I'll do this first. If I fulfill a goal, I'll just quick save. Again. Alarm button, you want to be really careful about that, but nobody's going to be pushing that button because there's like there's only one. There's not a lot of people on the second floor, like I told you, so nobody's going to be pushing that. But it's still like in this game, you know, it's a nice touch. Of course, Ramirez, you know, the big bad guy, has a little alarm button in his room in case somebody robs him. The pirates. Commissioner Denaven. I note with displeasure that again, one of my tough boys has been taken to Crag's Cleft. May I remind you of the substantial donations I make to your office, such that I may pursue business unhindered by idle scrutiny. Like, I don't really get this. Is he just bothering people and then they pay him in return? So that's what I'm getting from this, is that they go after people and then you pay him so he doesn't go after you. It seems really weird. I gotta figure it out. Also, this is one of his barrack rooms. Took me when I first played it didn't grab me that these rooms are meant to be where he keeps the barracks because they can't dig out. Nice touch. Also, nice, very luxurious bathtub. Now you want to be careful you don't make too much noise, but I doubt anyone's gonna hear. Now, the one thing I noticed in the last mission is that, oh wow, already got so much gold, is that you make a lot of noise even when you crouch and walk on chalked floor. So what you want to do is you want to walk as well, and you want to just, yeah, hopefully you can hear my keyboard. I'm just tapping. Now I'm actually gonna basically there's an ambient soundtrack in this game and it's wonderful. I'm gonna bring it up just a little bit. Oh, why was the door handle like down like that? That was weird. Oh, I've never been here. There's a flash bomb and some mines. Now, we're probably not going to be using the mines because obviously we're not going to kill anyone. But they're actually really useful in some of the later missions. I'm not going to spoil anything, but obviously not the first time we're ever going to be able to deal with barracks. Might as well. Just not... Yeah, okay, so I'm close to the front gate. South, so... Oof. There he is. Not really sure where that leads. I'm not gonna risk it because obviously you don't want to mess with archers. Yeah, the guards so far haven't been that intelligent, but trust me, they get really bad later on. In terms of like difficulty, they get pretty nasty. So this is nothing, you know. Ramirez and Bafford, their guards are, well, for lack of a better term, pretty stupid, you know. And like I said, they're specifically programmed to be pretty stupid. But like later on, you'll see some guards, you know, they hear a fart and they go to the sound source. Well, not quite like that, but there are some missions where you're going to be dealing with some noisy floorings. Oh. That's my favorite metal band. Noisy flooring. So of course, I like playing like a perfectionist. So closing doors. Being completely inconspicuous. So that's probably enough of the second floor. I can't really think of anything else to do. Now, like I said, now I'm actually gonna quick save. Forgot to do that. So we're gonna do the basement because yeah, the purse should be enough to get us over 2,000 and then we can leave. One of the things I like about this game is that at this point it's sort of delivered on what it wanted, but it gives you a few surprises. At this point this game just keeps surprising you. Nothing in this game is as it seems at a first glance, which I like. Keep that door open. One of my you'll see later what I mean. This mission isn't over yet, trust me. Yeah, it's this way and then the basement key. Come on. Good. Hopefully you can hear a bit of the music. Oh no, he's
Intruder! Help! Help!
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry, what happened? I opened the door. Was it because of the torches? Because I can't figure out what happened there. I guess it was because I unlit one of the torches, somebody was next to it, and then they said, "Oh, I think somebody's here." Let's try that again without. That's okay. Sorry, I keep quick loading, but what did I do? That's not how the AI works. You put out one of the torches. They don't get that overreactionary. That's not what the word means, but very odd. That's never happened to me before. Otherwise, getting in there is, God, impossible. I'm gonna go back here instead. Nah, never mind. There's a barracks here. Now, New Dark does come with like an enhanced AI feature, and all it does is that it makes it so the AI doesn't see through walls, pretty much, and see dead bodies. So if a dead body partially clips through the wall, then it's see it on the other side. Now, what I'm thinking of doing is just running in and throwing a flash bomb. Like, just run in, throw it in, and then just knock them out. Because if they're blinded, they can't set off the alarm. And if I hit the center of the room... Got Ramirez! What did I get? Courtyard key, okay. Now, knowing the AI in this game, nobody's gonna come running in. Oh shit. Frick. One of the servants gonna come running. Oh, this is gonna be good. Basically what I did was I pulled above the guard, right next to the guard barracks, there's there's servants' quarters, I think, and a kitchen. So any second now, there should be a servant coming through the door. And they'll be like, "What's going on over here?" When nobody's there. Oh my God! It's happening! And he won't know a thing. Oh God, that animation. Now, what would happen if I knocked him out? Would he drop everything? God, that's hilarious. That's such a nice touch. Oh, nothing happened. Oh, how lovely. I love my job. No, let's see. Does he have anything on him? Obviously, he would have a basement key. Otherwise, he couldn't get in. That's a nice touch as well. Obviously, you can't put a purse on him because he needs to have a key. Otherwise, how did he get in here? So I love that. Could I mess with him? Could I keep pulling this? Escaping on Gale for the 5th time, not worth the trouble. Public bounty of South Korea Independence Day. Denied cut 3 times. Sent Quinnick and you short him. Ignore that. Wait. How do I unlock this? Obviously I hit him in like a corner somewhere. I'm gonna go loot him later. Bro, Warden of North Quarter, Shieldbridge, Nuker. This guy like a mafia dude or something? I don't get it. I was so dumb. Okay, so let's loot him. Okay, where's your purse? There we go. Oh, God, here we go. Now you want to be careful because if you drop an unconscious body into water, which
time for me to move along now.
Which I did once.
I want to wear out my welcome.
Thank you for interrupting. Basically, what happens is that if you decide to drop an unconscious body into water, they'll drown. So it'll count as a kill. I'm just gonna use down here. Very common. The house. I don't know if they go. Seems to work. Okay. No, now comes to your question. Can we get out of here without like destroying everything? Now, I'm gonna go straight ahead. Probably not my best decision, but we'll see. Thankfully, this mission has a lot of torches. There's some electrical light sources. Not too many. Oh, that's how it... Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I thought that was for, like... I guess that's for, like, most of the castle. Again, a Burke room. Not sure what's in here. And those are some of the new textures that look a little bit better. It looks a little bit out of place. Like these textures are like really old, and then these ones are like, oh, this actually looks slightly presentable. Oh, I love this image. Oh, that's like an album cover. I want to make an album where the album cover is like a skull or something, because you associate skulls with like death and like just brutality. But like, what about an album that's kind of, you know, sensitive and like not brutal in any way? Okay, so I'm on the edge of my seat. I shouldn't have done any of this. Oh my god. So, okay. That was the basement. Just want a bit. I'm greedy right now. I'm sorry. What's with all these Burke rooms? What's even the point of having them? You can't even show them off. It's completely useless. What's the point in having a pet alligator if you can't show it to anyone? Well, this is kind of unsettling. Nice. Give me the cheese. Okay, and again, another surprise. Nobody's gonna notice me eating that cheese, hopefully. It's not as bad as it's... Mina, dear. It's not as bad as it seems. The sir isn't so harsh if he'll learn his habits. When he's upstairs like the library, cause at him with tea and cakes, and chat of the household doings. When he's in the cellar with his gold, though, don't dare bother him, lest he rings for you, and then hop to it like the tricksters on your tail. Oh, it's not that bad. It's just, you know, he's a pompous bastard with a lot of money, and a castle, and a bunch of... Oh, shit. Yeah, don't go into that room. There's a bunch of guards there, and you don't want to mess around with them. Also, I remember I ran in here once and met a guard. Not fun. Oh! This is where I messed up. There's a servant's quarters right here.
That'd teach him.
Yeah, there's not much more to see here. Pretty much what we're seeing right now is what we get with this mission. I'm just gonna check. Where? Oh shit. Okay. Okay. We got it. So we're done here now. We can leave. Now the way I like to leave the. That's dastardly. Dastardly position. So, they're probably gonna discover him, but might as well put him in the corner right there. Either way, you don't lose for being detected, which is one of the things I don't like about Thief 2, is that they added missions where if you just get detected, you lose. Which I get, it's like an espionage mission, and you just want to do something like that, but it's frustrating because it doesn't exactly work with how the game is played now. He didn't notice him. Okay.
Hello? Show yourself. Hey! Come out at once!
He didn't notice the corpse or the unconscious body. I'm sorry, we gotta be PG here. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's a hole. you gotta approach the hole very slowly and then go into it.
Maybe I should head back to my own neighborhood. Those fellas don't seem too friendly.
Basically, what's gonna happen now is that these guys are gonna be on our tail. Basically, well, except pretty much every playthrough I've done, basically what happens if you get detected once, they'll send their guys out in the streets and try to assassinate you. This is the fun part of the mission because the infiltration mission, it's more the same. It's fun though. It's one of the best missions in the game in my opinion. But I like pretty much every mission as long as it's not like escape or something. But I really like this part of the mission because suddenly you gotta go back the same way you came, but there's a bunch of people. So be careful. It's fun. Now, I'm just wondering, did I go the right way? Because I know you can go into like a generally the way I like to do this is you go into like the sewery parts, which is not a phrase I ever want to hear again. Which is not. These guys are gonna be on our the sewery parts. That's such a disgusting sounding like phrase. See, I'm still desperate about getting the views. Let's see here. I don't think there's anybody here. Hopefully. Get up. Come on. Come on, get up. Come on. You can do this. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh. We're safe. So, home turf. So that's in the southeast. And these were docks. This is gonna be difficult. This is actually really challenging if you don't know what you're doing, which I don't most of the time. So, yeah, this is the thing. You go through here and you go through the sewers. I love this. It's such a sense of like exploration and like, ooh, I'm running away from like this big threat, and it's just a couple of guys in the neighborhood holding their swords up looking for you. I bought some candy today because here's the thing. I don't like candy, but I don't know. I guess my something got the better of me and I bought trash. The worst part about eating candy is that I prefer when other people, like a friend buys it, and I'm like, oh, can I have some? Can I have like one? Sure. And then you have one, and you're like, yeah, that's pretty good. I don't need it anymore. Then you buy them yourself, and then you get into like that thing where, oh god, I have to actually finish all this. Oh my god, there's a guy right there. I'm not really sure where we are. I'm not even sure where this leads. Oh. Okay. Southeast should be here. Hello, stream. Hi, Rockstar. I'm just wondering if we're heading this way, then we should be going the right way. Sorry for I started really early today. I'm pretty sure everyone in the US is like just waking up. Just wanted to really do the stream. Oh shit. Oh no. You can't keep going through here, unfortunately, so...
Hey! Stop!
Doesn't matter.
Hey, you'll have to do better than that, Tapper.
Oh, we're really close now. Yeah, we made it. Oh, it's like a factory. I've never really explored this place. Shit. Might as well use. We have so many flash bombs we're just not using. Oh, we're going the wrong way. Wait, can we lure a few of these guys? Not a very good hiding spot. Yeah, I went the wrong way. Yeah, we actually went... We took like a huge shortcut. And here we are. How triumphant. We did it. 40 minutes. Again, the time... we took like 40 minutes on the Bone Horde, but that felt like twice as long because of all the quick saving and quick loading. I think the reason Discord isn't saying, "Oh, you're streaming," is because I'm not using Google Gaming, and that's my big hoo-ha. I'm being punished by YouTube for not using the superior version. But really, though, is YouTube Gaming that much better? Because I might as well use that instead. But do comments from regular YouTube come through on YouTube Gaming? That's what I gotta figure out. Yeah, 2 hours, loot so far, 7,000. It actually tracks all the loot you've gotten. Very nice. We got pretty much everything we needed. 2 out of 9. Bodies discovered by enemies 1. Yeah, well, that was probably at the end. Ow, my ears. Like I said, you should watch your ears here. I really, oh my god, what, this is such a mess. Basically, we keep skipping the cutscenes, but like you really don't get anything from the cutscenes if you're not even like watching for the story or whatever. But now, we sort of caught wind of a thieves guild, and basically these two leaders of the thieves guild, or sort of, are kind of against each other. Where one of them has this item that they're protecting that the other one is planning to steal. So basically what you do is that you steal the item from one of them, get a bunch of other stuff, and you trigger like this war, kind of. I think that's the point of the mission. Is that you not only get like all this loot from doing it, but you kind of just annoying the faction. So break into the Downwind Thieves Guild by breaking into the gambling den, the Overlord's Fancy. Again, the thing in the other mission. Retrieve Lord Randall's sapphire vase. The guild made stealing the vase more difficult. Make them pay. Don't leave with less than 2,000 loot. Now, I want to make it extremely clear. This mission is really tough in terms of getting 2,000 loot. This is a mission that if you're going to play through the game on expert, I wouldn't blame you for restarting this mission and doing it on like normal, because this is actually going to be a longer. I wouldn't be surprised if this mission would be longer than like 2 regular missions. They also stole Lord Randall's priced bracelet. It'll fetch a good price in the market. Violence is the mark of an amateur. Don't kill anyone. Get out of the guild and back into the streets when you're done. So yeah, we're gonna do this as an expert. And one of the things with getting loot in this game is that it's more than just, oh, I'm just reaching this goal. It's that you get all this extra stuff. Now for this mission, you want, I want plenty of moss arrows. Let's get a bunch of flash. For me, flash bombs are like an extra life because if you mess up, you can just throw one and get a free knockout. that's how I use it. Fire arrows. I don't know why you'd ever need them in this mission because it's you're dealing with humanoid enemies. A bunch of water arrows and actually I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna get a speed potion. I'm gonna regret that, but there's gonna be a point of this mission where I'm gonna mess up somewhere, and I'm just gonna chug that and just run for my life. Save the guild.
Password?
Reeves balls, Sutter. It's me.
Security is necessary to prevent exposure and dilution of talent. Do you want to argue with the lords? Now what's the password?
Hand of shadow, foot of air. Open the door, okay?
Well, now he hasn't given me the password.
Are you taffing me?
Security is necessary to
And I'm standing here listening to Dano tell you the password. You think he's gonna let me if I'm not in the guild? Or you think I'm lackwit enough not to remember it?
Sutter, I'll put up with your airs a ways, but if you start putting it like I'm that much of a fool, there will be blood. Now open this door!
Again, as soon as they're done. God, this game. I love it. It's such a good game. God, you know what? I gotta stream at some point. I gotta stream Deus Ex. Because Deus Ex is a game I want to do a video on, because everybody's talked about Deus Ex. But here's the thing. I am a noob at Deus Ex, but I really, really like that game. I gotta replay with the GMDX thing as soon as I'm done with Ocarina of Time. Look at this guy! Oh no, what's... Did you see the slingshot? I leaned forward into him and I flung myself backwards. I don't know how I did that, but... Again, nothing to see here, but like, you know, they did this, a little grate here. It does feel like a city, but I wish in this part there would be like one place to rob. Just, you know, just throw it in there. As a sort of appetizer to the real mission. But, I'm gonna be honest, not my favorite mission in the game. And I think the problem with this mission, you'll see it right here. Look at all these maps. I'm sorry, but any thief mission that has more than like 2-3 maps, you can tell it's not memorable enough. And I think that's one of the things I love about this game, is because you go through a mansion once, and you'll know the layout in the back of your head, because the game doesn't always make you want to look at your map. And that's because I like the first part of this mission, even though it's the wiggle room, as I say, in terms of being detected, not being detected, is like really slim. Very, very easy to get detected in this mission until you get through the Overlord's fancy. So yeah, this is, in terms of the missions added in Thief Gold, this is the weakest one, because I like the Mage Towers. I think that's a really cool mission, but you know, I don't blame you for abusing quick saves in that one either. And I really, really enjoyed, I think it's the opera level, the opera house. I think that's another gold mission. That one's great. Like that one's just that one's really, really good. But basically what the point of this mission is that you gotta rob these two houses. So, steal Lord Randall's sapphire vase. Retrieve Lord Randall's bracelet. Now, the thing I remember is that you need the key from one of them. So you go to one of the houses, and then you'll have to go back to the other one. So what you wait, let me look here. Donald's. Let me just get an idea. Reuben's mansion. I think it's Donald's mansion. Yeah, you want to do Donald's mansion last because he has a safe that you can unlock, and that's where he keeps the thing he stole. But the thing is, the other person has the key, or something stupid like that. We'll see what happens. But this part of the mission, I'm not gonna lie, this part's really iffy. You don't want to go through the front door. Trust me. That's just that. You did no. The thing is, the guard will actually get into a fight with the Thieves Guild members.
Who's there?
Sorry, I just almost emptied myself. There's a Swedish folk song, not folk song, but like this very famous Swedish
Who's there?
song called En Sockerbagare, which means like a baker.
Just the wind, I guess.
Just the wind. And it has this really weird melody. It's just no one else knows about it. I think it's just a Swedish thing. I just remember I know a lot of them from like daycare, and then you know. Trip trap trip trap tripe tripe trip trap trip trip trap. A lot of cool. It's neat when you can listen to that stuff like years later and kind of get an appreciation for them just for being catchy little.
You think I'd be used to rat noises by now?
Now I could unlock the door. The guard could see him, and they could get into like the ultimate enemy battle. But I don't know if that's worth it.
My eyes must be playing tricks on me.
Ooh! God, that's so satisfying when it makes this stupid sound like that. Where do we want to hide him? You know what? Let's hide him in the kitchen. What the eye can see, the chef gets away with. God, the whistling in this—it's so vigorous, vigorous whistling. Now, as you can obviously figure out, the Overlord's fancy is right down there. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like this part of the mission. It's very like you probably notice that there's a lot of light sources that are hard to put out from. It's just really punishing. And this part isn't very detailed. Like it's just and then you get to the Thieves Guild. It's just a mission. It's a bit too big for its own good. Oh, excuse me. Oh, there we go. Wait, did we loot? No, we didn't. Okay, good. These things remind me. God, that's a detailed texture. Nice. It reminds me of in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets on PC and Philosopher's Stone is that they have like these different looking chests. There's like the golden chest, the wooden chest, and then like these little, like that, a little jewelry box. It would always be like Bertie Bott's beans, every flavor beans or whatever. God, I gotta stream those games. I was actually thinking of making a video on Philosopher's Stone and Chamber of Secrets because, well, two separate videos probably, but God, those two games.
Thought I saw something. What's going on?
Did you see that? God, I screwed up. There's already one of our flash bombs. God, this is gonna be such a disaster of a mission. How did I even unlock this? Oh, there we go. 50 gold. Now, you're probably noticing right now. Why do you have no gold? I thought you looted like 2 things so far. And I agree. Why am I getting no loot? I have 50 out of 2,000. That's like nothing. Broadhead arrows they'll never use in this mission. Now, when you play this game, and you can actually kill the guards, it becomes a completely different game. It actually becomes pretty fun. But in its own way, of course. But I like playing on Expert because it really gets you to explore the levels fully. It's just that this is one of the weaker missions in the game.
Thought I saw something. You won't stay hidden for long, Tapper.
Good gameplay.
You get... I'm getting too jumpy.
Okay, that just happened.
Huh?
There's a lot of locked doors in this mission. I usually like waiting here until he turns around, because if you knock him out, it makes your life just a little more bearable. Luckily, no stupid lamp. That's short enough where you accidentally hit the lamp. That drove me insane. So dumb. Casino key. Easy way out. Now, luckily, you know, you really don't need that key, because the way you win this mission is not by going back to the beginning. Luckily. Ah, just God, what a low poly beard. Not even like low polygon. That's like a face texture. There's something special about the games looking like this, because
They're so busy gambling their money away, they won't notice if I take a bit.
That's a good line. Oh, Brickster's Revenge. Did anyone else play that game? Lego Island 2. Oh, that game. I can't tell if it's good or bad. It just exists in my mind as something I played when I was like a little kid. Now I'm knocking everyone out because you really don't want to take any chances. I don't mind if one or two. Now this part, I don't really like this part. Like I said, getting money in this mission is kind of difficult. You're gonna have to do this, and you're not gonna like it, but you're gonna need to take that bag right there. Easier said than done. These guys are really sensitive, so you don't want to hurt their feelings.
Tricks on me.
They're very self-aware. You don't want to bully them. It's like that one shitpost image, the monkey with the sign.
I'm getting too jumpy.
3 questions. Can I reach? No, I can't. Urg. I don't get how you get that unless you shoot a noisemaker arrow. And we don't have any, so what's the point? Yeah, restaurant back door, secret door. Yeah, it says secret door. Door to guild. Now, if you're wondering where that is, it's over on this side. Like over there, there's a way in. Now, I wouldn't recommend taking that way because it's a lot of guards.
Playing dice with him again.
All's quiet now.
Again, is this all they do? Just play poker and whistle all day?
Did you see that?
Something's wrong.
I spotted him! Don't guards! Over here!
How do I get through? Oh, okay. Well, that just happened. Okay, good.
Heads up. We got an intruder. Lost him.
God, I might as well just die. That was such a screw up. Oh
up.
my god. See, that's not even worth getting. What was the point of getting that purse? That purse was our downfall. That was the worst thing in the world. Now, as you can see, completely fair, I screwed up. Might as well watch this while I eat some more of this junk. Oh my god.
Reeves balls, Sutter. It's me.
Security is necessary to prevent exposure and dilution of talent. Do you want to argue with the Lord? Now what's the password?
Hand of shadow, foot of air. Open the door, okay?
Well, now he hasn't given me the password.
Are you taffing me?
Security is necessary to
And I'm standing here listening to Dano tell you the password. You think he's gonna let me if I'm not in the guild? Or you think I'm lackwit enough not to remember it?
Sutter, I'll put up with your airs a ways, but if you start putting it like I'm that much of a fool, there will be blood. Now open this door!
I can whistle. Probably tactic in this game where you just run forward and you just knock them out right off the bat.
Hey,
Oh, here we go! Here we go! Oh my god!
Who's creeping around there?
Oh no! Come on! He's jumping forward! Oh my god! He can't... What? Oh my god! Stupid shit! Oh my god, I'm okay. A moment of silence. Oh god, what an unfortunate death. that's at least one guard taken care of. God, that was so stupid. So yeah, that just happened. That can happen. I guess it all has to do with predisposition or a disposition towards each other. Basically, they're a thief character, so if a guard sees them, they go after them, and they're programmed to be like that. It just seems like such an odd thing for this mission. Why would they... Because the thief went after the guard, not the other way around. Okay.
My eyes must be playing tricks on.
Is this just me, or is like every NPC in this game just incredibly musically gifted? Like, what was the point of any of that? We got 25 gold. That's nothing. That is virtually not even worth getting, probably, in this mission. But then again, this mission loves spreading out all your all your money. So, good luck with that. God, that was so funny though. The guard. Protect and serve. Bam. Right in the back twice. He got backstabbed twice, actually. He probably took, like, extra damage from that. Speaking of which... well, not actually speaking of which. Completely unrelated, but... I have this D&D campaign that I've been playing with 2 of my friends. And we're just 3 people. It's me DMing and then 2 other people. And it's fun.
I thought I heard something.
When I find you, I'm gonna take my time with you.
Basically, it's this campaign, and I have all these ideas, and I know how I want to pull them off. I just haven't written anything down. Honestly, God, I have been so hopelessly addicted to Dwarf Fortress as of late. Like, it's my obsession. Like, I won't shut up about it, and it's just so much fun. I've been playing with this above ground fortress. And if you played Dwarf Fortress, you know that every fort in the game is normally underground, because dwarves they're more meant to be, you know, in a mountain or underground. But I did an above ground fortress, so I built everything. It's not designed for that, because building in that game is such... Building walls and stuff is a kind of minimal part of it, actually. It's more about digging out walls and different surfaces. So it becomes like this, you're almost playing the game backwards. But the thing I noted about my last fort was that I liked building houses, like a little town outside of my fort. Problem was, a dwarf who lives underground, drinks underground, eats underground, when they come above ground and they get into the sun, they just start puking everywhere. So I ran into the problem where there was this puke all over the place. I couldn't clean all of it up. But Keyfoot's actually been doing really well. That's the name of my little town. The problem is now was that we got invaded by goblins, and they killed like a bunch of infants, which is really dark. And they killed, I think it was the son to the mayor. The mayor's son passed away, and she just went crazy, you know. She lost it in like the pub, and she beat up someone, and the captain of the guard came along and just knocked her unconscious until she had to be sent to the hospital. And it's just such a weird fort. And then we got invaded by goblins again, but this time we had a better line of defenses. That was the big problem, was that the first time around when the goblins came in, there was a small little hole in the wall that they got through, and then we couldn't block it off. So a bunch of people died, and it sucked. But it's honestly kind of, even though it started out as one of my favorite forts, just because of the novelty of making an above ground fort, which normally shouldn't work. It ended up being like, you know, kind of boring after a while, because basically what you're doing is just building stuff, and it takes forever. But, you know, it's not a bad fort, but God, there's not really much creativity in it. It's just building, and I guess the one thing I need to do is like actually expand the fortress walls, because what I want to do is build like a castle and have like the barracks be there. But it's so difficult building out of stone, because the dwarfs take forever to carry them, which is why digging's way better, and then like engraving. I remember this one fort I built was...
They're so busy gambling their money away, they won't notice if I take a bit.
Cool. One of the forts I built was on an already existing fort, and a bunch of troglodytes invaded us because they came from underground, because the initial fort was built underground. Was already built, I mean. Hello. So, we're never really gonna mess with the purses. If push comes to shove, and we have to, we're gonna have to figure something out. But for now, no.
You see that?
Yeah, going through there, not a good idea. You didn't see anything. I guess doing this would help.
Getting too jumpy.
That was a beautiful shot, though. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna get through this mission all in one go, but I really want to. So yeah, that's the way in.
Thought I saw something.
Thought I saw something. That way is just suicide. Don't do that.
Damn rats around here.
Obviously, you could technically go that way, but it's way too difficult. That's not a smart secret switch, though. I mean, if someone went there and just played roulette, they would open the secret door and spoil their entire thing.
Guess it was nothing.
Okay, we got in.
Donal and Reuben can kill each other for all I care. While they fight over the vase, they stay out of my way.
Yeah, but while they're squabbling, they ain't fencing the vase, neither. That vase is just gonna stay locked up in Lord Donal's lair.
Yeah, but it's not like it's doing Donal any good, since Lord Reuben has the key to the lock.
Okay. Donal has vase. Wait. Let's see here. Yeah, so Reuben has the key. Donal has the vase. So we gotta go to Reuben's first.
Up.
Ain't doing me no good neither. That sapphire vase is worth more than the rest of the score from Randall's combined. I didn't become a downwinder to work for free. I want my cut.
Don't see anything now.
He actually saw us. God, I'm being hopelessly clumsy right now. Oh, okay. I'm sorry if I'm knocking everybody out. You really got to be careful of this mission. This is a really rough mission this early on in the game. No swearing. Don't swear in my server! Look, might as well use them. I mean, otherwise I'd abuse them. So, well, not like that, but you know, I just use them all the time. Better to use them than I use them. What a waste. What a gosh darn waste. Now, I'm just thinking. Donal has the vase. We know that. But in order to get to the vase, you need Reuben's key. So, we're gonna have to go north.
furious when he got back from his trip and found out his precious scepter had been swiped.
We didn't pull that job, did we?
You taffer, if we pulled a job on one of Ramirez's people, it would be war.
Well, who then?
Probably Garrett. He's the only one sly and foolish enough to pull a job like that.
Brum. Can't believe we got knocked out by Garrett. Garrett, the ultimate thief. Thief gamer. Wait, where are we? This is like another place where these guys usually hang out. I'm gonna have to be careful because this is not a good spot. Urgh, that part's difficult. Well, actually, let's take them in here so the servant doesn't come around here and go like, "Oh, hello, who are you?" No, I get that I'm doing all this in preparation for actually playing through Thief 2 again, but like, I don't know, Thief 2. I still can't decide if I like it or not because obviously it's a good game, and I like it, but at the same time there are things about it that drive me up the wall. And a lot of that could just be because it's rushed. Like, this mission isn't even like some extra mission. It has a bit of like dialogue. Like you saw, only Garrett has the balls to do that. You know, like, it's not much, but I feel like this game does have some. This mission has some substance. Well, I don't know where. We're even going the right way. I do know that there is a specific key you need. I think it's actually to get to Ruben's place. I don't know if I'm actually doing it the right way, but God, this mission will. If you don't know what you're doing, you either get really lucky and you go through the way the game expects you to do, or you just get stuck like me during a replay through. Like my first playthrough of this mission, no problem. Did it again. Got hopelessly stuck until I figured out what I had to do because I wasn't like listening to the dialogue and getting like, oh, he has the key, but he
smelled better.
He has the thing. I mean, they all pretty much sound like that. Oh, he has. Did I take the right way? Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. Okay. This part you can get some money, but it's like their little spot that they usually hang out in. Yeah, I'm not going through this. I'm doing this later. This is not the right way to go through either because, you know, there's a guard patrolling there. Want to be careful. So I'm just gonna go this way and, God, there's this Swedish guy on TV. He goes to other countries with some other guy. And they're celebrities because they're just weird. And this guy, he sounds like this, and I'm not even joking. And you know, he can't speak English to save his life, and it's just hilarious. But you know, sometimes I have to question: is that actually his real voice? And I guess it is. I don't know. Swedish humor is bizarre.
Hey, what the hell are you doing here?
You didn't see anything. Oh my God! He actually followed me into the sewer. What the fuck? Now, as you can probably notice, no problem with them following you because really, it's no big deal. I mean, if they lose you, they'll lose you. No, but seriously, you're better off just kind of not worrying. They don't have any alarms or anything like that. So if you get oh, okay, I got I thought somebody sent me a message on my phone. It was just my phone saying, "Hey, did you know time zones are a thing?" Yes, I do every day. Which is why I delayed the stream for a little bit so more people could wake up. Man, the first thing you should do in the morning is listen to some idiot. Yeah, that guy. God, this mission does, like, oh, what a worthy piece of loot, a little goblet. You see what I mean? Like, finding loot in this mission is like, oh, okay, here's some more stuff I probably should. But like, if anything, it just makes you want to miss out on it, because it's like, I don't care about like some goblet that's like $20. Now I'm gonna go through here, and I'm gonna do this part now because might as well. It's rough, but ow. Now I can't really recall if I used water arrows too much in this mission, but you know, you might as well. Urg. This guy's easy. It's just that guy in there that can be a bit of a troublemaker. You don't even need everything in here. Like I said, if you don't get everything in this mission, you're doomed. You need 2,000 out of like 3,000, I think. And a lot of that's spread out. There's even like gold on the ground in the sewers. Good luck finding that. You might as well just skip out on that. We chose our profession and defines the greed of the monarchy. We will not live for the sake of taxes to fatten the nobles' pockets. We choose to live the only life available for those who truly be free. We are thieves. Nice text font. I don't know if they made that on an Windows 95. That's some snarky gamer commentary. God, I really don't like that kind of comedy, to be honest. Where it's like, what's the deal? Why does Mario jump on blocks? How does that make any sense? But then again, it's like, you know, like gaming logic thing. It's just when you overdo it. Like, AVGN does that a lot, but it works for what he does because, you know, it's like a obviously he's playing a character, but oh, some people do that. I think it's funny. I'm just gonna rush right in.
Is her...
No problem. Now, we have one flash bomb left, and we're not going to use that unless our life depends on it. Now, we haven't fulfilled any goals yet, so this is going to be a long one. A long mission. Let's see here. Steal Randall's bracelet? Oh, yeah, I think I know where that is. It's just kind of annoying. Oh, I know where it is. I just don't know how to get there. Yeah, this mission is another, like, blurry one for me because obviously I know what to do. It's just kind of cloudy. I wonder if he's still around. It's getting hectic now. There he is. So, I think I know, this is where the bracelet is, so this is going to be our first checkpoint. Well, I did do a checkpoint at the Overlord's Fancy, but let's forget about that, but this is not the most fun. I'm sorry, I mixed up all the sound sources, and I thought... Yeah, that's Ruben.
No, it was nothing, I guess.
I guess. Oh, cool, it's me. Let's drop him down there.
What's that?
I'm just gonna wait around this corner for people to come by. This is a mission I don't really feel bad about knocking people out because it's it's such a long, drawn-out mission. I really should do another Dwarf Fortress stream. That game is fun, but I don't think anybody would watch. I mean,
Sit right there, Garrett. You're go. You better hope I find you before the guards do.
why would the guards find me? I'll only use the flashbang if my life depends on it.
Tapper boy.
There we go. Here, eat the bread. Healing potion. Okay, so as you can see, I'm an expert at this game. I am the finest thief that ever lived. As you can see, me being detected. Well,
Don't know what it was. It's gone now. Is that you, Kevo?
Oh.
Stop tapping with me. Help!
see, that's part of my strategy. As you can see, me being detected is not at all my fault. I'm just too good for the game. Oh, good. I hope she didn't take fall damage and like die. That would have been rough. I don't know if that can happen. I just know that one thing you can do is that if you keep bashing someone over the head with a blackjack, it counts as damage. So don't do that and kill somebody accidentally. Now, can we do our thing with Tom, you are my #1 man. I trust you to select my personal staff, and you've witnessed for each and every one of them. I've also trusted you with the only key to my mansion because of your unmatched loyalty. But don't think that my faith in you means that I will ignore your responsibility. Consider this a friendly matter. If Donald's people get into my house and get the key to his master's safe, you are accountable. So, this guy has the key to Ruben's place. We go to Ruben's place, get his key, and then go to Donald's place. You see what I mean? You go back and forth in this bit. Oh, a little bit of loot. That doesn't mean anything in the long run. Screw it. That voice did not fit him at all. Oh, I guess it kinda does. He looks 42, but looks like he's 19. House. Oh. Oh, another secret. Oh, good. I love it. There's... God, this mission sucks. I really want to like this mission, but... And I do like it, sort of. But, God, when it... it really couldn't have helped if they just...
Thought I saw something.
You know what they should have done? Up the gold amount, like absurd amount. Give them a crap ton of gold. Because here's the thing. The mission that comes right after this one is one of the first missions in the game. This is kind of tough. I mean, this one's already pretty tough, but that one has pretty nasty guards. It would have been nice if this level upped the gold amount even more. Not required gold. Just keep it at 2,000, but just put more loot everywhere. Because imagine if an experienced player comes back and they have like 4,000 gold and they can just buy everything for the next mission. I don't know. I think that would be really satisfying for a second playthrough when you can do stuff like that. You saw nothing. So we're actually hopefully we can do this pretty smoothly. I think there's gold down here. Let's see here. Let's hide it somewhere stupid. It doesn't even make any sense. It becomes like a scavenger hunt. It just becomes like Mario Odyssey, which... Oh, no. I don't know. I don't really like that game because it becomes like... You know, like instead of, oh, get the star on top of Mount Boom Man. It becomes like, oh, sit on a park bench. And of course that's cherry picking, but I don't know, I feel like that game would have been way better if they just stopped treating them like scavenger eggs and more like actual important collectibles that you need and aren't like just given. That's what it feels like. It doesn't feel like you put enough effort into the game and you still get stuff. Rubens Henry. No, Rubens House, no entry. Pay tributes at Tom's Garden. Okay. See, I figured that out pretty quick, but, you know, that's not going to be a trend. Let's quick save here. Honestly, I don't feel bad for quick saving on, like, the absurdly long missions. Now, I like Tom's, not Tom's house, what's it called? I like this mission.
Who's that? What was that?
Just whistling, just doing your work. Knocking everyone out because I'm very bad at this game. Nothing there. I like this. Ah, yes. Eating, frolicking by the fire. And then, like, in the room next door. Well, let's see. Let's unlock the door first. Ah, oh, ah, ooh. Is this where they eat breakfast while they listen to, like, the prisoner screaming for help? Urgh. Man, imagine all the bands in the 80s that kicked themselves in the foot for not naming themselves Iron Maiden, because that's such a cool name for a band. I need to listen to them more because they're like the prototypical, you know, melodic, like, fast metal band. Honestly, it's hard describing their sound because they're basically like the new wave of British metal bands or whatever it's called. It's actually NWOB something. There's a bunch of spiders in there. Oh, the game almost died. No, I couldn't tell you how to deal with this spider. I just know in one of those rooms there is like money. Oh, more landmines. Can I kill him with a landmine? Well, would anyone here? Yeah, not worth it. You can go through here. I wouldn't recommend doing that.
Hey.
Yeah, you can go through there, or you can take that secret route. And now you're in Ruben's mansion. You just gotta find his key. Now, I'll be honest, this
My eyes must be playing.
this is sort of what I like. The whole idea, you go through a house, people are patrolling, and there's like this rivalry between
What was
these.
that?
Did you see the doors were closing as the bat came down on his head? Again, like 300, 400 gold? It's all just spread out. She's in the kitchen, but she's not like doing anything. And oh god, listen to this guy. Yeah, so you come through here, which is that place. You can recognize it by the floor. And you can get in. Is this also a place you can go in? Oh no. Yeah, okay, we gotta be careful. So there's two 2 patrols in the house. One on the second floor, one on the first. Yeah. Be really freaking careful.
Hey.
Shite on a bike. I'm just gonna run. Run. They don't see us. No one can see us.
I'll find you eventually.
He has to specify eventually. If I take enough time to find you, I will find you, I promise. No one is here. You can't find me. They don't even care. He's like, oh, that guy's like looking around for like a chicken.
Stay sharp. When I find you, I'm gonna take my time with you.
Now, it's good that they have health potions because, you know, if you lose health in this mission, you really want to be able to regain it somehow. Oh god, that chorused door closing effect. Beautiful.
I'm gonna finish you, Garrett.
No, you're not gonna finish me. Shit! Doesn't even matter anymore. Run, get the key, run away, no more problems. We have no problems. No problems, nothing's happening here. You haven't seen anything. Nothing's happening. Also, I don't have any keys. Good. Oh no! No! Can you stop being... Oh my god, I really screwed this up, didn't I?
You're going down.
Okay, hide in here, and they won't see you because you're in the kitchen, dining room. No, I almost dropped the bean.
Can't hide forever.
I like this Twitter account. Quitter. Doesn't that just sum up everyone's opinion on Twitter? Quitter. But this is Twitter Contemporary that keeps putting ads on my thing. It's like, oh, stop using Twitter and use this instead. And it's just like, well, we don't ban anyone, even if they bully other people, because we just don't promote them. And it says, oh, that's not how the internet works. I mean, I'm cool that they don't have, like, you know, oh, if you think this way, you should just not have a voice at all. But, I don't know, stuff like that. I don't think anything like that really works. Because, how many YouTube rivals, not even rivals, oh god, he does his best. He did his best.
Guards, over here.
Honestly, although I am getting kind of tired. It's been a fun stream. It's been 2 hours. We've done a bit of this mission. I'm just gonna check where I quick saved. Fair enough. I'll continue this mission some other day. I'm kind of tired now. Oh, I don't know how many people watched, but like I said, this will go up on YouTube, so it's fine. Goodbye.